Taylor Swift's latest post-breakup song, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, ruling the charts, Swift has now found herself in a mini battle over another of her post-breakup anthems. Showbiz Tonight can tell you Taylor Swift's taking an ex-boyfriend, John Mayer, to task for daring to think that Taylor's song, Dear John, is about him. The nerve.
Taylor Swift and John Mayer, their feud never ends. Taylor told Glamour that she thinks John Mayer is being presumptuous about the fact that Dear John was even written about him.
It's a response to a recent interview from John Mayer where he slams Taylor for her song Dear John, which was released shortly after their 2010 romance ended. It features some pretty biting lyrics. And John Mayer's response this summer was just as biting. He told Rolling Stone, "I was really caught off guard by the song and that it humiliated him." And he took a shot at Swift, calling her song cheap songwriting and a really lousy thing for her to do.
Taylor really got under his skin. He was not happy.
But in the new issue of Glamour, Taylor Swift says, quote, "How presumptuous. I never disclose who my songs are about." Looks like Taylor's been reading the Carly Simon book on responding to ex-lovers who think you trashed them in a song.
You're so vain. You probably think that song is about you.
But we really can't blame John for thinking Dear John was about him. For one, his name is John, and two, this is Taylor Swift.
Taylor definitely shouldn't be surprised that John thinks the song is about him. She writes a song about every ex-boyfriend she ever has.
In addition to John Mayer, it's widely believed that Taylor's past songs have addressed her relationships with Taylor Lautner, Joe Jonas, and Jake Gyllenhaal. And Taylor's songs are rarely very nice.
She actually says, "I wouldn't write these bad songs if boys didn't do bad things."
I don't talk about my personal life in that great detail.
Just last night on Nightline, Taylor admitted her personal life is fair game for songs, even if she won't talk about it.
I write about it all in my songs, but when I get in an interview, it just sort of feels, it's not as much what I do, talking about it.
But as far as John Mayer goes, whether he's being presumptuous or not, let's face it, Taylor, he's probably right.
I think that Dear John probably is about John Mayer, but if Taylor doesn't want to say it, then that's fine. She can tell us in 30 years.
And to her current boyfriend, Connor Kennedy, allow us to take this opportunity to warn you one more time.
Connor Kennedy better watch out. If he messes up, she is definitely going to write a song about him.
Yeah, let's just hope that Connor doesn't inspire any new song lyrics to join the ranks of Taylor's other nameless muses. Cherie Fletcher's with me from Hollywood tonight. She's one of the stars of Hollywood Exes on VH1. She was once married to Will Smith. Also with me from Hollywood, Chief News correspondent Ken Baker. And I am pleased to tell you Ken's fantastic new book called Fangirl just came out today. Go and get it. And let me start with you, Ken. Were you as shocked as I was to hear Taylor actually suggest that her song Dear John is not necessarily about John Mayer?
I definitely was shocked because she's had a lot of time. That song came out a long time ago, and she's had a lot of time to deny that when everyone thought it was about him. So it just seems a little suspicious that all of a sudden now she wants to deny that it was about him. By the way, she's not even denying it. She's just saying it was presumptuous. So we don't even really have all the information. But, I mean, John Mayer, you can think what you want about him. I mean, a lot of people think he's, you know, kind of a player, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I was dating, say, and work with me here, Carrie Underwood, for example, and we broke up, and then she wrote a song called Dear Ken, I would probably think it was about me, okay?
Right. You know, and if she does a new song after, if the thing with Connor doesn't work out called Dear Connor, I mean, I don't know if it has the same, you know, poetic lyricness of it, if that's even a term. But in any event, look, at the end of the day, if Taylor doesn't want to say it, that is her business, I guess. But I think it is fair to say we will never see a Taylor-John reunion. However, there is a reunion that's about to happen that at one point we also thought we'd never see. This is at number 2 on our Showbiz Countdown of the Battle of the Sexes. It's Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. And the news today that they're about to reunite on a worldwide tour to promote the final installment of their Twilight series, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Take a look at this. Can we put it up? This is the poster. Showbiz Tonight with your first look at the final Twilight poster. It was just released today. Cherie, now that everybody knows that she cheated on him, do you actually think, like I do, people are going to go to this movie perhaps more in droves to look for signs of trouble between the two of them.
They sure will, and it's brilliant marketing. I'm not saying that it's a publicity stunt, but it's smart and it's timely.
Well, Kim, we've seen our share of publicity stunts in Hollywood. Let's not forget for a moment that there's a whole lot of money at stake with this film. Do you think that maybe if they're really back together, as has been rumored but not, officially confirmed, it is for the sake of the movie, and after it opens, no more K-Pats again?
Well, I think, first of all, it is a publicity stunt in the sense that they do need to be together to publicize their film. I mean, to be together on the red carpet, that is. They don't have to necessarily be together in real life. The fact is, they're probably contractually obligated to be together on this tour and do the film, do the junket interviews, do the red carpets, attend the premieres. So I don't think we should be so quick to assume that this means they are romantically together by the fact that they are in a publicity sense together. They're really two different things. Now, that being said, there's a lot of people out there, and I could just look at my Twitter and tell you this, who are obsessed with Rob and Kristen getting back together. But I think it'll all be revealed. Eventually, the truth will come out as they get out and they have to address the issue. And I don't know. I hope that they're happy no matter what.
Well, yeah, I agree with you on that, of course. And look, if the film company gets a little bump because, people are so interested in this, it's only good for them, even if they're not doing anything intentionally here.